Hey, what's up, friends, family? This is Nancy back with you for I Love GH, but to talk about today's episode on August the 3rd, 2021. And we open up with Nina trying to cover up Sunny and Carly finding out that they are actually, closer than they think to each other, and just her being ridiculous. The next thing we move into is Portia having to deal with Stella and her nosy ass. Okay, I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible. I know my first one was 45 minutes, and that might have been too much for people, but I'm trying to cover all areas in the particular episode that we're watching. Then, while we were dealing with Portia and Stella, we've got poor Jordan. Poor Jordan. She just decides way too late that she wants her man and that she gonna fight for her man. But Curtis made that decision a long time ago that he did not want to be with her anymore. So there you go. So that's that with them. They might as well just go ahead, be divorced. Now it's going to be real because Stella's going to get herself cursed out by Portia to the point of no return. And then when Jordan finds out what she did, or Curtis finds out what she did, um, yeah, the Ito is going to hit the fan out. Alrighty. So going back to Chase, Willow, and Michael and Austin, who again was in the background and had no business being involved in this situation at all, which has now totally inserted himself, taken Chase to the house, and he's going to actually work with this dude to get back at Willow and Michael. Now, for the first time, Chase is starting to think clearly and understand the fact that Willow and Michael would not make moves towards each other unless they really felt something for each other, and that he should have recognized that from the beginning. But no. Then you got the black crow chirping in his ear, trying to tell him otherwise, that no, they just betraying you and you need to do something about it. Who the hell are you? You ain't nobody. You don't know them from Adam or Eve, and here you come talking a whole lot of mess. So now this boy is going to turn around and double down in his attitude, and for whatever reason, he's either going to go left and stay in the wheelchair and pretend and try to keep Willow or get her into bed, or he going to go right and admit that he did see them. He knows what's going on, and you don't have to hide it no more. I know you only married me because I was on my deathbed. That's what happened. So let's go with the truth. All right. I'm in desperate need of the truth coming out. So that's going to be the shortest short today. I'll probably give you another video a little bit later because I really don't want to deal with Nina and Sonny Mike, because it's just so wrong. And the fact that it's continuing, and yes, I do have the show on right now, and I'm going to fast forward past the commercials and get us back on to the scene of things, where we come in to Carly and Valentine and Brooklyn back at the house, wondering why Miss Nina was acting so shady, and immediately hung up the call when Mike Sonny came into the room and wanted to see her grandson, because she knew at that very point in time it's time for her to get busted. I need her to get busted. Okay. So now that I've spoken about those two, because I really don't have anything else to say, because it just annoys me so much. And then Phyllis comes back from the hospital. Lenny's staying there to have his procedures done. Child, look at these eyebrows. And I'm just tired of them altogether, because, again, they're all acting very selfishly in their little Nixon fall bubble. So there you are with that. Oh, we got the teenagers today. Spencer, Cam, Trina. Trina, of course, has been traumatized by Stella. Okay. But what we gonna do about that? You know. But give me a minute. I'm actually cooking some chicken, and I'm gonna pause for a hot second. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Cook my chicken. It's not burning. Well, it's on its way to burning, but I didn't want to spill off the oven. Okay, Portia and Stella in the corridors of General Hospital having an octave 7 to 10 conversation in the hallway like nobody's supposed to hear them. Stella, first of all, has stepped across the line of where you about to get yourself slapped, old lady. Okay? I don't condone disrespecting my elders, but when you cross the boundaries and you think you have every right to say exactly what you feel to somebody who ain't your family, then we got a problem, sweetheart. And somebody needs to check. So I was very proud of Portia to tell Miss Thing that she needs to mind her damn business, okay? And the fact that that poor baby had to hear it from, of all people, Stella, makes it even worse, okay? Because Stella just has no respect for nobody's feelings. She thinks that she's running shit. And that's just not even how it's going to be. And everybody needs to put her in check because her walking around talking about, well, when you get to a certain age, you're entitled to behave a certain way and nobody is supposed to bat an eye. I'm joking. No, you wasn't. You meant every single word. And you wanted to test Sister Girl to see if she was going to bow down. And when she didn't bow down, you are like, oh, clutch my pearls. Well, clutch them, baby, because you got a lot of nerve, Miss Stella. Okay? I wouldn't even step that way. Curtis already told you to step out. Jordan already told you to leave it alone. But no, not only do you take the divorce papers, which she can have you arrested for, because you took legal documents from her office. So she could actually have you arrested for that because she is the police commissioner. Okay? So your behavior is gone beyond the borderline. And you need to check yourself, sweetheart. So, yes, Miss Portia, check, Miss Stella, won't you please? Okay? Now, I feel a little bit bad for Trina, but the bottom line is that adults do what adults do, and it really has nothing to do with the child. And some things your child does not really need to be involved in. But okay, you feel like you need to take your skirt off and tell her all your business, then you tell her all your business. But personally, in my mother's household, you did not need to know all that information. That was not your concern. Okay? Long as this person was not disrespecting you and showing you a light that I did not want you to see, we cool. Okay? What happened in the past happened in the past. We happen to find each other again. Okay, fine. Your daddy was not perfect. So no. And Stella putting it, I don't think you should. You need to back up a little bit on that, Sister Sue, because that's not your place. Back up. Back it up. Back it up. Not your place. Now we can move on to the teenagers because now by this time Trina has left the hospital in her traumatized state. She goes over to Kelly and she runs into Cameron and Jocelyn and Spencer. So now we have reduced these children back to when they were 7, 8 years old and acting like little rumpity bumps. I'm going to put that politely, and getting on everybody's nerves because they were always cutting up. And poor little Spencer, always felt like the outsider, so he always had to do a little extra to get everybody's attention. I'm fast forward past the commercials. Okay, so now they just made him a big Spencer who behaves badly, but it's not a good look because it was cute when you was 8. It's not cute now. Now he's just obnoxious. He's just an obnoxious teenager who truly needs to check himself. Okay, him thinking that he has the right to torment Ava and his father is one thing, but him just being a an obnoxious brat on the other hand, even though now Jocelyn and Cam have reduced themselves to being rude to him 24/7 again. It's unnecessary. They did not need to bring Spencer back to be the pit of everybody's jokes. It's just not an attractive look, and it's just going to make him buckle down and act more like a Cassadine as opposed to remnants of the child that Laura and Sonny were trying to raise. Okay, because they were trying to move him away from being this entitled child by not giving into everything that he did and trying to make him pay for his consequences. But unfortunately, when you send him away to boarding school for 10 years of his life, what is he supposed to get out of that? But nobody cares about me. So of course he's going to show his ass. That's all he has left to do to have attention towards him. Okay. So moving on for the teens because they are boring. We go back to the house and we're at the guest house, the gatehouse. Michael and Willow are in their afterglow, having an adult conversation, one she's never had with Chase. I will keep saying that. She has these great conversations about life, liberty, and the pursuit of with Michael, where everything is really, really superficial. The wine guy and I'm gonna walk for you, Willow. That Chase has no substance. So him getting all funky about what he's about to find out, it don't wash with me. I'm sorry. You can be angry that she felt sorry for you and that's the only reason why she married you, but you knew in your heart she really loved Michael and you saw that already. You were perfectly aware of the circumstances and you chose to negate that and put yourself in this altered universe where Chase was the center of things and Willow was his moon and you was the sun. So no, sorry. That's not how it works. But that's how it is. Give me your comments. Let me know what's going on. I should have went to the site. Let me see if anybody has any interesting questions on Facebook, on the General Hospital official page. We've got one saying the truth is always best. Now Chase is not only hurt, he is pissed. Well, he can be pissed, okay? And he can be hurt. But him listening to Austin is totally off the chain. So yeah, we don't really care about that. And then Chase is so stupid. What is seeing Willow's room after the fact going to show him anything? Like an unmade bed is proof of sex. Okay. It could just mean girlfriend don't like to make her bed. I don't make mine most of the time. But we know that they just had sex. So, but Chase is stupid, and then you're going to allow somebody else to dupe you into behaving a certain way. It's just not attractive. It really isn't. Is it possible Trina could be Curtis's daughter? Well, we've already speculated this from the very beginning when Trina was on the show by herself before her mother showed up, and we heard that there was a connection between Curtis and Taggart, and the fact was because Curtis had an affair with Portia, and when he found out that she was married, he immediately stepped off. But by that time, she could have been pregnant. So if she already had Trina, okay, fine. But if she had Trina after her affair, that's the speculation. So I'm kind of with that one. And it's going to be a rockier road if she is Curtis's child. So we're going to pray that that is not the situation because, child, we don't need to play that game. Okay? We just don't need to play that game. Let's see what else we can find that would be interesting before I go. We are about to hit the 15-minute mark. So I don't want to keep you guys too long. I want you to want to come back. And tell me what team you on. If your team Nina and Mike, tell me your team Nina and Mike, but you gotta tell me why. It better be a good reason. Okay? If you think that Chase is a fool and Austin is just stirring up trouble as usual, let me know. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, whichever way they're going to be. Let me know how you feel. Let's talk about it. And I look forward to that moment where we can share more things about General Hospital because I love General Hospital, but